So there's a room change.
Okay, good morning everyone. How are we? Yeah. Can we just play A? Is there anyone who's got nice A? Hey.
What we're trying to do is make it possible for people to share in music making without barriers and without competition or any kind of judgment or auditions or anything like that.
Okay, Charles.
Many people walk in having learned nothing, don't know a note of music, but they're in the orchestra right on the first day and they experience that amazing feeling of being part of something big, and they're bowled over by it, really.
Everyone was really encouraging. I mean, and what was really good is that, you know, it's for people who are coming back to an instrument or learning an instrument for the first time. So it was really great to see people my age knowing nothing about the instrument and starting from scratch and then making a music, making a tune.
Hey, terrific. Have we got time to play through it? Yeah. We have. Excellent, let's do it.
I remember coming in here and not really knowing what to do, but everybody was very helpful in guiding
yeah,
me.
very welcoming.
Yeah.
Very welcoming.
Yeah. But Elsa's great in bringing you along and encouraging you to develop your musical skills, and it's a very non-judgmental environment in which to play.
So we're changing the quality of the sound as well as the volume of the sound. Ready, and...
And the tutors, and they would when you play an ensemble, they would focus on the newcomers so that you would get the help and the comfort that you needed when you first started. Yeah.
You do what you can, and that's the beauty of it. You know, there isn't the pressure. You know, there isn't the pressure that there was when you were learning as a child, when you're very often pushed towards doing exams, doing grade qualifications. But here at ELLSO, that pressure isn't there. You know, you do what you're able to, and everyone's really supportive of each other.
I was so excited. I was so excited to start, and within, I think, probably half an hour, I just knew this was right. And by an end of an hour, we were actually playing as a group. The new people were playing as a group to a song, and it was like, how did that happen? I've never picked up a violin, and that's credit to the tutors and just diving in at the deep end.
Just slightly slower now. 1, 2, 3, and... With me.
Well, the feeling of an orchestra, when you see it in a symphony orchestra, but you see it in any level, when people just, people at ELLSO here started for a year, that sense of creating something together and the beauty of that moment is very powerful, and you all feel it together. And that sense of achievement it brings me back all the time. It's very inspiring, and it reminds you what music's about, really, that sense of community and inspiration.
You can go to lots of amateur orchestras, but they're not going to give you any teaching. And that's what ELLSO gives you. You get an hour's tutorial. Okay, you're not on your own, you've got other people in the tutorial with you, but you get to learn how to do things, how to use the bow, how to do the fingering, scales, the whole lot. And then you get 2 orchestras where you can practice. And then you've got a theory class if you want to do theory.
All the way back, and all the way back to here. See if you can do that. 2, 3, 4. All the way to the point and all the way back. Yeah. Do you notice? That was lovely. But do you notice that there the bow feels too heavy, doesn't it? Because you've got all the weight here.
So I thought I'd look for somewhere to play, so I started looking for amateur orchestras, but a lot of those, even amateur orchestras, wanted like, you know, grade 6 or above to play in. I don't think I appreciated at that time as well how much easier some of the pieces are. It's only as you move through the groups that you realise that actually, you know, they cater it to your ability very, very well.
Yeah, so my arm is lifting, my fingers are falling at the same time, so.
And you work in a structured but actually very enjoyable way from where you began, which was never having picked the thing up at all, to actually now where we're playing, you know, a movement from a Schubert symphony without anyone making it simpler for us.
And we want to go for the same bow stroke and articulation on every note. Yeah? 1 and 2 and.
And you might do playing by ear, sight reading, chamber music, all sorts of possibilities. And the 4 hours just whiz by. And if you were paying a private music tutor for those 4 hours, it would be considerably more expensive than ELSO.
And less fun.
Really good value, yeah. And much less fun. It's very non-judgmental. We're helping one another.
There is a lunchtime rota, and let's say the double basses and the violas will be down for cake and sandwiches or whatever, so people make and bring the food at lunchtime, and we all pay 50p for a sandwich or a slice of cake, and everybody helps to clear up. Everybody helps to put away stands. Everybody helps to put away chairs. You know, you're not just coming here playing your instrument and walking off. You're coming here, you're being part of ELSO, and you're making friends and just chipping in where and when needed. And that is what ELSO is about.
And that, I think, grows out of us all working together. We're volunteers, so there's no vested interests. Of course, we devolve the teaching and anything to do with the music to the professionals. We have this wonderful group of tutors. But everything else is done by volunteers. And that's what makes a community. And it's the music that binds us all together.
The very first concert, I was elated because I know I was going to take part of it, but also very nervous and frightened of making mistakes. But that passed. Once you started playing with the others, you just got enveloped in it, and it was wonderful. It was a very exhilarating experience to think, I'm playing in an orchestra.
And then, of course, the actual concert was terrifying, but terribly exciting. And I felt sort of really privileged and honoured to have had an opportunity at this time in my life to do that. And to have friends, my sister came, my partner came. Yeah, it felt very special, very special.
Do you know, concerts are always nerve-wracking, but I always remind myself, this is for fun, this is for enjoyment, this isn't, you know, Young Musician of the Year. I'm not. It's all about fun and playing music with other people. So I love it. You still get nervous, but after the first piece, that just goes and you're just flowing.
It gives an opportunity. It gives everybody, whatever stage of life they're in, who might be thinking, I'd like to play a cello, or I'd like to play a violin. It gives them the chance to actually live their dreams, and you can't beat that, you know.
Okay, so we'll go from the beginning, which is MP, near the fingerboard, light, not much weight, but quite a lot of speed. 1, 2.
Because when you think where we start in September, where nobody's played before in the stage ones, and then by the concert at the end of November and early December, we play a piece or 2 pieces. And actually where we have come from and where we've arrived is just extraordinary. It never ceases to amaze me, really.
And it's a safe place to learn. It's a safe place to make a mistake, to not be perfect. And it's a real joy playing with other people.
everybody's there to help. Everyone's there to sort of muck in and chip in together. And whatever you end up doing, you will kind of get that support from other volunteers, other people there.
Even me, the person from the other country, the other culture, cannot speak good English. I know I can do it. That is the best thing.
My advice would be don't hesitate. You know, the tutors are amazing, and all of the budding musicians around you. You know, sign on the line. See you next Saturday.